In this video, we are going to be analysing Rivian, ticker RIVN. Now though, to get straight into it then, what are going to be these key resistances if we continue to push the upside? Because we are already up 17% on the day. Again, they have just had their earnings. And this is a reason more for the move. So again, the fundamental moves. So when we see this, again, don't look to play that gap fill because more than likely it won't fill that gap within the day. And instead, we're more focused on a gap and go. And what do we mean by that? Open up and look to play direction. We can see, I mean, if you bought actually that first candle as the open, you might have got, not a great fill on it. But again, this is why you use multiple time frames, a 1 and 5 minute. Again, some people prefer the longer 15 to 1 hour charts. I'm quite happy trading, especially on the 5. The 5 tends to be quite good. For gap and goes specifically, there's two ways I look to enter gap and goes. Trade the break of the pre-market or the intraday high, or trade the pullback. Again, would have looked to get long on this 50. So this is a 50 EMA, by the way. 50 EMA on the 1. Again, this trade might have ended break even. If you're looking to get long, you have your stop, you move that to break even. Again, might have locked in some profits along the way, considering it did move, 1.5% in your favor. But really, the big trade came. Again, it wasn't a classic gap and go. They're usually a lot easier. They kind of just open and they just continue that trend. In this case, we did get quite a harsh pullback. But where did that pullback come to? 5 minute, 50 EMA, provided again another good entry. And again, you moved your stop, you could still be holding all of this now, but again, depending on your own risk management. That's one thing I just wanted to note on these gap and goes. Again, I always like to give you ideas, start observing things, seeing what you like the look of. But anyway, going on to the resistances, $37 and $40. They're going to be these two key resistances. Again, very far actually from where we are now. Probably not going to be something we hit in the next few days, but these are the stronger, longer term levels. So if, over the next few days we continue this momentum, these are the targets we have, but also where we would start to flip a bit more bearish on it. And by that I mean we might not necessarily short it, but if we're long, that's why we're locking in profits, because we're becoming a bit more overbought coming into those areas. Now if we break that, we're looking at $44, $51, and final levels taking us out to $58, $70, $100 and $132. So these are the key zones we're paying attention to if we continue to the upside. Now, what we will also do is note supports in case we start to reverse back and continue down. We do have a level at $22, very close to that 52-week low. But if we break that and continue lower, we then do have supports at $15.50, $10.50 and $8.50. Again, these are going to require us to break that 52-week low, and really past that 52-week low we have no supports until that $15.50. So expect that to be quite an easy move if we were to break that 52-week low. So those would be the key support and resistance levels on the longer term time frame. Now, if you're looking for trades for today, or maybe even coming in tomorrow, what are we paying attention to as well? Again, those levels we provided before, they're going to be the strongest levels. They're where we would take bigger size. But if we're looking just for some intraday day trades, again, I would always use less size on the intraday day trades. What are we paying attention to? So more than likely, we could see a continuation to at least at 33.75. We have just broken our statistical means at 32 and 32.75. So again, just going to the intraday chart, how does it react? So we come back, we retested this whole zone or this level. We've broken back above it one more time. So again, what we're seeing now is that retest. So what would kind of give me a bullish signal is if we break the high created just now, so the 33.21, I would consider that the retest and the breakthrough. Again, this is on a 1 minute chart, so this is looking for a short trade. You're not looking to take, 20-minute trades off a 1 minute chart, or probably not. It's something I'll be looking to be in and out within 5 minutes, a bit more of a scalping time frame. If you're getting the retest on a 5, then again, that gives you a bit more insight into the stock. Makes the trade a bit stronger, and you can be looking maybe for an hour at max. But really, if you're looking for that retest on the shorter term time frame, again, we're looking just for that quick breakthrough. And you'll probably get more likely than not a kind of snap move to the upside, and 33.75 would be that target we'd be paying attention to. Now, if we break that though, we are then got further resistances at $35.50 and $36. So these would be our key resistances, probably going into, probably Tuesday of next week. So those are the levels we'll be paying attention to the upside. If we end up reversing to the downside, $31, $30, and 29.30. These are going to be those key supports we're paying attention to the downside. Again, we have a lot of levels here. Like we said about the longer term time frame, you don't need to pay attention to all of these levels. Only pay attention to where you are now and where you are going. So that means we're currently at 32.75. See, can we hold this level? Again, you probably want to be using a shorter term, maybe a 5 or 15 minute. See, can we hold this level? If so, then be looking for a move to 33.75. On the other hand, if we can't hold this level, we end up staying bearish, we maybe break below, come back to retest it as a resistance, then be paying attention to 31.90. That's going to be our target to the downside. And again, it's just the same thing. If we end up coming down to, say, or up to, say, 33.75, again, you're just doing the same thing. Then your main focus goes to 34.40. And it's just if we can hold, can we break over, come back to test it as a support and hold? If so, 34.50 is going to be your target. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these 2 analysis videos.